Up, 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 up.
I got eggs, oatmeal, Spam.
Before sunrise on April 10, 2001, the Stagecoach crew got ready for the day. They were camped in a local fairgrounds. They were 17 days into their 63-day trip from Springfield, Missouri to Tombstone, Arizona. As they tended their livestock and finished breakfast, they looked ahead to the day. They would visit a radio station, a school, and a nursing home before camping again some 30 miles away. They had spent the night in Watonga, Oklahoma, a small town west of Oklahoma City. Their route plan was to veer well north of the original Butterfield Overland Stage route. They would rejoin the historic route later.
But these guys are all with the Stagecoach that's been camped out.
We're at your
fairgrounds overnight.
You get to see a lot of different places and meet some good people out there.
In the day and age of fast food, fast cars, you know, everything convenience, quick, it's refreshing. It makes you learn to appreciate. Butch and I was talking the other day, it makes you learn to appreciate a lot of the simple things.
After breakfast, Rick Hamby and route manager Butch Stark talked about their journey to listeners of a local radio station.
You come down the roads and we have ranchers and farmers stop and ask us if we need water. People come out and they'll bring us brownies and cookies and things. It's really neat. It really is. We have taken it upon ourselves that we've all been blessed with a good childhood. We've been blessed with the opportunity to get to do some things. And as you go around the country, you see a lot of kids who don't have that at all. I mean, they don't have the chance to pet an animal, and it's not just an animal, it's that someone will kneel down and talk to them straight up, one-on-one, and look them in the eye.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming out. Good luck to you, and have a safe trip. And
Think it's older than Grandpa? Yeah, probably is.
Later that morning, as the crew hitched up the team, parents and children gathered for a promised ride.
Come on, big boy.
You think it might be bumpy with those big wheels? Yeah.
Soft, didn't
Sharing their adventure with children along the way had been an important component of the Stagecoach journey from the very beginning.
Yeah. What do you think?
He's going to work all day today.
Yeah.
All day.
What grade are you in? Let me guess. First.
I just heard about it on
Second.
the radio.
Kindergarten.
With every child they met, they hoped to foster interest in Western history and culture.
You're 4?
These grade school students had asked to ride a few blocks to the Stagecoach's first stop that day, their elementary school. They were not sure what to expect.
Yes, ma'am.
If we get scared, can we tell you?
Yeah, you tell me. I'll be sitting right up here, okay? And you say you're scared, and we'll stop the coach and let you get off. But you won't be scared. It's a nice, easy trip.
This is going to be fun.
It's going to sway a little bit back and forth, but that's natural.
Here we go.
Jesse, hup, another adventure and another day, man. On to Tombstone, boys.
Their ride to their school lasted just a few moments. The Stagecoach crew had called ahead to arrange for a special presentation that morning.
Look at them all coming to the windows. Look at them all coming to the windows.
All right?
At schools along the way, the crew arranged with the principal to talk to the students about Western history and old-fashioned good manners.
People would get on this stagecoach, and it was kind of like getting on a Greyhound bus. They would ride out on this thing and stay on it all day and all night. They stop about every 15 to 20 miles, and they would change out their horses or their mules. And these mules are a lot hardier than a horse. Out west, whenever the climate got real arid and it got to be like desert country, they used a lot of mules to pull the stagecoach.
The trip was tough. And when you try to pull in the kids in the schools and go to the rural schools and stuff, on the trip itself, it made it twice as tough, but 10 times more rewarding. Boys, when you're in the cafeteria, When you're at the water fountain, when you're getting on the bus, off the bus, walking to school, be gentlemen. Don't root and push and shove in front of the girls. Be gentlemen. Be polite. Will you do that? And girls, just be ladies too, okay? The cowboy way, I'll tell you what the cowboy way is. It is a mindset of determination and fairness and kindness and having compassion. It's just about being a good person and doing what you love to do. So many of the kids nowadays, and probably 100 years ago too, parents didn't take the time to teach them some of the things that make life not only better and a better quality of life, but make it more rewarding too.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Heading southwest from Watonga, Oklahoma, they made their way to the next town, Thomas, where they would visit a nursing home and camp for the night. Although Thomas, Oklahoma was only about 30 miles away, the trip would take most of the day, and they passed the miles in good spirits.
Ho! 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hickory said we'd take 'em by surprise if we held our fire till we looked 'em in the eyes.
17 days into their journey, they found new and unexpected dimensions to the trip. It was and would continue to be both exhausting and exhilarating. Days began before dawn and lasted until well after sunset. They endured storms, wind, rain, and dust. The mules and horses needed constant vigilance.
Yeah, you got to keep after them. You know, they've been there, done that. They're doing this because we want to, not because they want to. I think that's with all critters and people too. Get up, mules. Up, get up. It's certainly a strain on your hands and your arms and your back and shoulders at all times. Mentally, it's a strain because you never know when they're gonna spook from something, try to turn around and go the other way. You got to keep them straight.
Hey, this rancher out here invited us to come out and go turkey hunting.
Along the way, people kept the stagecoach crew's spirits high. Ranchers and townspeople alike turned out to help, offering feed and water for the livestock, brownies and bean dinners for the crew.
The people are friendly. I've never met such good people as I have in the state of Oklahoma, and I mean that. They're absolutely fantastic. Every day we get tested with something new.
Right.
I thought we'd hit a lot more worse weather, and I thank God that we haven't. I'll say that much.
The coach rolls pretty easy on these type roads. We're going to hit some sand up here. That makes it a little harder on them, but you know, you got to have trade-offs. It's either that or stay on the highway and fight the semis and the traffic.
The clatter of harness, hooves, and wheels resonated with people along the way. This was especially evident at a nursing home in Thomas, Oklahoma.
So this is Thomas, Oklahoma.
People here remembered their own experiences decades ago with teams, wagons, and coaches.
Are you all having a good day? Good.
I think he's a mule.
The old people remember wagons and mules and horses. And that's when you get a tear in their eye and a smile on their face, and they laugh and they become animated, because that brings back fond memories for them. He still drove a team to town to get supplies, I bet, too.
Stagecoach driver Cole Brooks and the others say meeting older people along the way and seeing their eyes filled with nostalgia touched their hearts.
I really have trouble putting that into words because it's something that money can't buy, and that there's no other feeling like it. Giving, it is so much better to give than to receive, but when you give, you receive so much more. And that's the bottom line, better to give than to receive. The emotional input that comes back to you is so great that it brings tears to your eyes and a lump to your throat. And we've all talked about it on this trip, that if you can do what we've done and keep a dry eye and not have a lump in your throat, then you don't need to ride with us. That's fact. That's a cold-hearted person that can do that.
and I enjoyed talking with you. Thank you very much.
Come and see me anyway.
Oh, I'd love to. That's why we're here. We came to see everybody.
Okay.
We like hanging out with everybody. Adios, as they say.
That was Nick. That's what's fun, man.
In doing this, it reaffirmed my faith in the American people.
Hey, que paso? Hi, boys.
The people we came in contact with, they touched our hearts.
Pete, did you call them boys? Those were two girls.
As they drove down the main street of Thomas, Oklahoma, the coach crew relished the welcome they received.
Hi, darling, how are you? How are you ladies today?
For one member of the Stagecoach crew, the friendly response was especially gratifying. A man who goes only by the name Lafitte signed on as an entertainer and living history buff.
Everywhere we went, people just, an outpouring. People that were proud of us. It's like today, some woman came up to me in the streets when I was walking around, gave me a big old hug, and she says, you know, someone keeps saying there are no heroes left, but you guys are heroes.
Going through town, seeing America. I don't think it's just the Stagecoach. I think it's the idea of adventure, something that makes them feel young again, makes them realize that dreams can be realized.
When Lafitte came back from the Vietnam War, his reception at home was different than the Stagecoach reception.
25 years ago, plus, when I came home and I was recommended not to wear my uniform in the airports and not to wear my uniform going home, I thought I was a hero coming home. I didn't think I'm a hero now. But now people think I'm a hero, and it's just, I can't put my finger on it. It's awe-inspiring, for lack of a better word. I mean, hell's bells to think that, you know, I'm a couple of years shy of 50 and to be considered a hero. I don't know what to say. It's,
Step right up there. Put your foot right there.
That night in Thomas, Oklahoma, youngsters clamored to sit atop the Stagecoach, just as they did at every opportunity along the route. The crew enjoyed yet another bean dinner that night.
Can I look at this? Oh my goodness, did you make them?
And once again, people in towns along the way extended their hospitality.
Thank you so much, buddy.
J-A-C-K. The next card should be the Jack of Hearts.
As night fell, Lafitte entertained the citizens of Thomas with card tricks and magic acts.
All right, here you go, pal.
Day 17 of the Stagecoach Journey had been filled with children and older adults, song and sentiment. In coming weeks, their trip would become more demanding. Difficulties loomed in the vast Texas ranch country and the desolate New Mexico desert. They would fulfill a promise to students in two schools 1,000 miles apart, and a day later face unexpected danger along the Mexican border. But they would also enjoy open range country, little changed from the days when the West was wild, and stagecoaches clattered along the Butterfield Overland route.